What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching another episode of Solo Leveling, Season 1, Episode 11, and then after this we have one final episode before we can jump into Season 2. They've definitely saved the best for last. We're about to jump into the job change event, or quest, and then we're going to see kind of what that's all about. And then, based on the anime intro for Season 1, we do get to see the night fight. So, either this episode, I'm going to assume the next episode, we'll be introduced to that character, kind of the fight there, and I think that's going to be a beautiful way to finish off Season 1. If you do find yourself enjoying the reaction, make sure you give it a like, as it does help out the channel. And if you want to stay up to date with any videos I post, subscribing to the channel is the best way to do so. As always, make sure you grab a drink, some snacks before we jump into it, and let's do it.
しかも今回は他のクエストと違って選択の余地と時間的猶予を与えられている。
Of course you're gonna do it.
それだけ困難なクエストということか。普通に考えれば職業に応じたスキルが得られる期待のイベントだ。
Exactly. Just like everything else has been up to this point.
俺はもっと強くなれる。はい。
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
しまったデイリークエスト。さて。
Hey, I guess that brings up a good question. Can you complete the daily quests while in the dungeon? I guess there's no limitation around it, right? So it makes sense that you could probably do it. So a little foreshadowing. I'm assuming we're going to be able to get the daily quest reward here. Oh, buddy. Let's go. Like I was saying before the intro started, I am going to assume we're going to probably get that daily reward while in the dungeon, and then it's going to play a factor into some situation.
ポーションと状態の回復が使えないのか。クエ
I
スト
guess
完
not.
了しない
Okay.
と出ることもできない。いろいろ考えて動かないとな。
Well, there goes that theory.
鎧タイプのモンスターか。
Okay, so it's about on his level. At least it's not a red title.
聞いてない。
Oh, swinging for the fences there.
ダメか。表皮に硬い敵なら。前にもいた。急所好き1回分無駄にした。
Okay.
ダメージもマナも回復できないってのに。けど。
You have to be smart about how you kind of manage your fatigue as well, right?
当然。
That's probably been the biggest limitation, I guess, outside of what we were just talking about with the mana points. But
確かにミンビョングハンター、チャヘインハンターには断られましたが、問題ありません。
I believe that is the healer and waifu,
交渉
if I
を進
recall.
めています。俺の邪魔だけはするなよ。
Well, some bad news. I'm going to get in your way.
兄貴を知らないから。
And I'm going to be
兄
pretty
貴の
good at
力
it.
があれば。
Come on, man. Show some strength.
さすがに戦い詰めは疲れるな。これで一息つけそう。
Ah, the stealth. Nice.
秘密を使うのまで出てくるのか。
Really does throw a wrench into all of your plans, huh?
今度は魔法使い。しかも先行
But
を
again,
放
it's
ちや
not
が
a
った。
nice introduction.
隠密に先行魔法。どうなってんだ。カサクの剣といい、まるでこれまでの戦いを振り返ってるかのようだ。思ったより面倒なクエストだな。モンスターによって役立つ能力が異なってくる。ナイトは筋力、視覚は感覚、アーチャーは速度。筋力が低いとナイトにダメージを受けられないし。
Nice. Root out like any users who have the
低
system.
いと視覚の気配を
Assuming
察知できない。
he's not the only one, right? Where if they put through this, if they just put everything into strength, they'd be kind of screwed.
おそらく知能で対抗するところなんだろうが、あいにくと知能はそこまで上げてない。おかげでマナも少ない。
I like this.
使用は温
Nice.
存したいが。
Again, it's so cool that even though he seems overpowered, again, like the fatigue is setting in, he's definitely being pushed to his limits, and we're being introduced to all these different enemies that are also doing the same to him. And again, throwing a wrench into his plans. It's not as straightforward as it might
皆
seem.
さん集まっているようですね。
上級ナイトの胸当てか。そういえば装備品は試してなかったな。
You mean Jinho hasn't given you any crazy, like, odd armor?
おお、透明になるのか。見た目が変わらないのは助かるな。動きの邪魔にもならない。この扉の向こうにいる敵がどれほど強いのか。
And I swear, like, anime, manga, webtoon, you name it, there's a big door, there's big trouble behind it.
進むしかない。身震いしそうなこの空気。
Gust of wind, it had aura. Empty throne, huh?
王の謁見室。
So he finally arrives, huh?
目が、耳が、指先が
Just screams
全身で
dead.
覚えている。20ダンジョンで感じたものと同等の威圧感だ。ただならぬ気配の正体はこいつか。騎士団長
Knight
高潔の
Commander
イグリット。
Idris, the Blood Red.
名前が赤黒い。主のいない
Now
玉座を守れ
this
ないと。
is aura. Let's go. This will be so good. I'm so excited. Yo, he's fast. What the heck?
柱をまるで越えたおるように。
I'm in danger. God, he's so fast.
強いなんてもんじゃない。
Oh, what a shot. The first person POV.
重そうな鎧を身につけてこの速度。なんて野郎だ。やはりダメか。
It's gonna be even less effective compared to the other regular knights. Okay, so I see where they saved all the budget. This is definitely where they unleash it. Limited budget works.
スピードはほぼ同等。だがあの破壊力がある。鎧のせいで探検も通らない。俺がこいつに勝つ方法なんてあんのか。想像以上に強敵だ。けど素手で勝てる気はしないが、鎧の中までダメージを与えるためにはこれしかない。
Respect to the warrior. You're gonna go barehanded, I'm gonna go barehanded. Let's go.
余裕ぶっこいてんな。
I say warrior, I should say knight.
ジェジュ島は危険な場所だ。
重々承知しております。今回の目的は威力偵察。軽く敵をつつき、敵の戦力と規模を調べること。
君の努力には頭が下がる。
第3次ジェジュ島レイド。あの戦いは僕の中で未だ続いているのです。
I left, well, not a piece of him. Well, probably a piece of him and obviously the person that died in front of him behind.
早い。
God, he's just ragdolling this man. So lucky to have that armor.
ガードしたのに体力が500は減った気がする。防具をつけておいて正解だった。まともに食らっていたら死んでいたかもしれない。剣を捨ててもなおこの力強すぎる。攻撃力でかなわないのならこちらは速度を上げて。
Just casually tracking him. leg kick.
パッシブスキルで防御力が上がった。
It's good Naruto flashbacks. Oh. Decent hit? Yo. He's putting a whole nother level of beating on this man. Holy cow. He's way too below him. I'm in danger again. This guy's too cool. Knight Commander, you are my favorite so far. Oh! See, he was actually smart this time. Didn't try to like just dab his body. Like his chest plate or his legs or anything like that. Now the real question is the status effect, if that's going to come into play here. Oh shit. A pencil sketch? It's like Black Flash, yo. Color me impressed? You gotta applaud his adaptability and creativity in fights too. I enjoy that. Yeah, he did go pretty much like easy on you once he started swinging the sword. I think he was just going for the kill, which he really shouldn't have done. Like he was just going for like a normal slash kill, right? He wasn't trying to like actually be aware and put everything into it. Just caught him off guard. That's so cool.
悪魔の城の鍵も S 級だったが、装備系アイテムで S 級はこれが初だよな。物理ダメージ 15% 減少に体力筋力プラス20の装備効果。激アツだな。
Magic, got the collar, got the helm.
支配者の手。どんなスキル
Nice.
なんだ。
Another runestone. Cool.
まあそのうちわかるだろう。即時機関石。インベントリに保管できない。どうしてこのタイミングで機関石が出てくるんだ。まさか。 転職クエストはまだ終わってないってことなのか。交戦時間の長さ、本当？上位クラスってのは。
Okay. Good luck.
運を祈りますって。次から次へとゲートから湧いて出てくる。この転職クエストは経過時間が鍵だ。なら。 隠密は使用時に200。1秒につき1のマナが必要だ。残り190。ギリギリまで時間を稼いでやる。
Ah, kind of like was it scrying eye or like a spectator where they can see invisibility? Maybe it's just a spell. He's already getting fatigued earlier. Kind of screwed. Don't tell me you're gonna get it knocked out of your hands again. Dang it. Okay, one more episode. I think it's safe to say that episode did not disappoint. Animation was on point. Again, the pacing was on point. The rewards for the fight. Again, this is going to be me nitpicking a little bit, but when I was rereading the webtoon, I noticed that the knights here are kind of like rusted a little bit, which I think adds some character to them. And it's not just so like cookie cutter, kind of like what we saw with this animation. So I would have liked to see that now that I've reread the webtoon part, but again, I can't complain too much because obviously the main spectacle for this episode was fighting Knight Commander. And again, that did not disappoint. That was such a fun fight. And we kind of see where all the budget was going. Like if there's any like lull in the previous episodes, they were definitely saving up for this, and it shows. They did a fantastic job. Again, even though the Knight Commander was obviously much stronger, not only based on the red title for his name, but also his skill set. Obviously, he was absolutely ragdolling Jinwoo. However, Jinwoo did get lucky, kind of like not feigning death or like feigning total defeat and not really a threat at that point. So once he did go for the swing, he was probably just going again to cut him down. Wasn't really like what I'm thinking of. Kind of wasn't like respecting the fight near the end because he just again manhandled the heck out of Jinwoo. And of course, what's the saying? It's like a cornered animal is most dangerous or something like that. And this was essentially his corner, right? He was able to get the initial stab off, and then of course any of the critical strikes and just consuming some of that mana, which then led to the final blow. So kudos to him, like he didn't give up. And again, creativity on his part, recalling the weapon, make sure he was using that, just kind of catching, well, like any hunter or anyone else or any monster off guard because they probably haven't seen that type of like weapon recall before. Though it's not over because we left off with quite the hairy situation, but the rewards received, absolutely sick. We got an upgrade to the helmet. We got a runestone for another ability called Ruler's Hand. So I'm excited to see that in play now. Quite the treat so far. Instant teleportation to actually get out of the dungeon. Granted, he already lost it, so Mr. Butterfingers over here, dropping everything again. But then the final thing was the pouch. So we got a boatload of money. And hey, 5 minutes into the potential enhancement section based on that dialogue isn't too terrible. We'll see how far he can actually go and how he fares during that time trial. But he's pretty low on mana, pretty low on health because he got absolutely bodied by the Knight Commander, and he's already been slashed up a few times, so not looking good for our boy. If you made it this far, then I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, you can go ahead and like the video as it helps out the channel. And the same is true for subscribing. If you already made it this far, might as well go ahead and subscribe, follow along for not only the next episode, but for season 2 and any other videos I post. Appreciate you.